After Kreg and Scratch share a tender moment, the party, sans Jelltur, meet Rosita, captain of the Lake Turtle. She expressed her frustrations with Mayor Rolf and asked the players to pressure him to evacuate the town on her ship. Their search for Jelltur turning up nothing, the party returned to the Diamond Shell Inn, only for the thief to return to them on his own. The party meets with Mayor Rolf and his advisor, the Sun Elf Gilly, who earned the party's respect almost immediately as opposed to the incompetent Rolf. The party pitched Rosita's idea and finally convinced Rolf to go with it. In return, he asked that they set off towards Garen's Fangs, a mountain range to the west of town, to find and rescue his head military advisor, Bezit. The party agreed and returned to Rosita to inform her of Rolf's decision before preparing for their journey to Garen's Fangs.
Alright, so you head back into town. It is probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
So we could head out today, tomorrow.
We should probably prepare for the journey.
Yes, we should prepare for the journey. Get any other supplies that we need as far as like rations and such.
I'm sure you can get that from Tilly.
Yeah. Because she'll be eager
supplies
to...
we need is health potions.
Yeah, where would we get those?
You could try the curio shop. That's really the only place in town that might have odd little adventuring things.
You know, like health potions.
I mean, I would like to hear about her date. How that went.
I might as well go
Really
buy.
nosy, aren't you?
I'm gonna need to buy.
I'm just curious, you know. I want to make sure that they're happy.
But I do need to go see our good old friend the blacksmith for some arrows. I might as well get at home and get quiver.
How many do you still have?
12.
Do you want me to go with you for that? Because I get a discount.
I think we even out. I get charged more. She gets a discount. I think we even out.
Well, no. I mean, I could help you. I could purchase them for you if you wanted.
Nah, I gotta go there. I guess.
Are you sure?
Say sorry. I guess say sorry to him.
All right.
I don't know. Whatever makes him feel better.
I mean, apologizing wouldn't hurt.
Aside from Philia.
I actually give you one of my gold pieces. Could you get some for me too?
Yeah, sure.
If he's the one buying it, you're gonna need more than one.
I'll cover the difference. And I head to the blacksmith.
Alright, you head to the blacksmith with Kreg in tow.
I don't head there with Kreg in tow.
No, Kreg is following you.
I tell him to go back. I tell him to go back to the inn.
Kreg.
I just sit there, staring, with a smile.
And a lemur, which is eating a piece of fruit.
Which we don't know where it's from.
Kreg, your keeper is back at the inn with the horns, the horny lady.
I'm here to help. And I just walk past him towards the blacksmith.
So Scratch and Pipe are going to the Closet Cornucopia, while Kreg and Jelltur are headed to the Pampered Hoof. So you guys enter, and this time the bell just ding, because you open the door like normal people.
Mm-hmm.
And Philia is there. She looks up. I did not expect you back so soon.
Well, we found him. Thankfully, he's fine.
Oh, that is good.
Mm-hmm. And then we had a meeting with the mayor. Turns out we picked up another job for him.
Very good, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Seems you are becoming quite a staple in Brath.
Well, I mean, that would be nice. I think we were wondering if you had any potions or anything that might be able to help us.
Potions are harder for me to come across. They are much rarer.
Mm-hmm.
I can look into my stock and see what I have. However, I do not make you any promises.
That's okay. I appreciate the help at all.
Of course. Just give me a moment. And she heads into the back. And a few minutes later, the two of you can just kind of like browse around. And you just see all these weird things from all over the world. And she comes back and sets a little wooden box on the table. This is what I have as far as alchemical things are concerned. I think there may be a potion in here. She opens it up, and you see a single vial of red liquid, as well as a small leather pouch that seems to be folded up. These two things were the only thing that I have. And she closes the lid, and you see there's like a gilded inlay, and it has. You can both make Arcana checks.
Sure. What is
Sure.
Arcana is not that good, but sure. Actually, natural 20 again. 22.
22.
16.
16. Now, Scratch, you're used to it being very different than this because, again, you're not from this part of the world. But you see what's a symbol similarly used by healers from your tribe, people who use plants and grind them into pastes and salves. They use a symbol very similar to this one. Piper, you do recognize this as being an alchemical sigil.
What was in the pouch?
She didn't open it and she doesn't know. She just bought it as a curiosity.
How much would you want for it?
The potions normally run about 50 gold. For the entire box and pouch, I would let it go for 60.
Well, we do have that ruby that is worth 50. Hey, Scratch, would you mind parting with 5 of your gold?
Sure.
I will part with my 5 and
I just handed over.
and I take 5 from my personal and give her the ruby as well.
Alright.
I mean, I could try to barter with her, but she's a friend, and I don't wish to rob. And it's a healing potion. I know that's market value.
Yeah.
Like it's fair.
Yeah, it's a fair deal. The box
She's not-
itself is probably worth quite a bit.
Yeah, she's not trying to swindle me. I know that.
Yeah.
So, how was your date?
Oh, it went very well.
I'm glad to hear that.
If you care to, after the shop closes, if you want to come have a drink, maybe we have a conversation about it.
I would love that. If I'm not, well, I don't think I'll be seeing her tonight, but stranger things have happened, I suppose.
If you have the time tonight, if not, you're off. Where are you going exactly?
Up towards Garen's Fangs.
Make an insight check.
Sure. She is my friend. I will tell her the honest truth. 11. Not that great.
Not that great, but she does have like a little shudder to her when you say that, but she seems to stay composed otherwise.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine there. It's just that the place is well, do be careful.
Of course.
I don't want to fill your head with stories of townsfolk who over-embellish, but it is a place of evil.
How bad are we talking?
I have never gone. I don't know anyone who hasn't come back. It's not a place that I would wish my friends to visit.
Well, we will go. We will take care of the evil, and we'll come back with better stories.
I hope so.
Do not worry, okay?
Very well.
Alright. I think that is... Unless there was something else you saw, Scratch.
No, nothing specific.
Alright. Then back to Kreg and Jelltur at the shop.
And
At
that's
the
when
blacksmith.
I had a lot of gas. And you know what? It wasn't so good. It went straight through me and everything was weird. I had my friend Francis at the time. I don't know where he went, actually.
You're talking like this, and Gil is just leaning on the side. This is fascinating.
I told him to go back. He didn't listen, and I cannot stop him.
All right, we're here to get supplies.
Yes, you are. You said that when you came up 15 minutes ago. But I'll be sure to never eat that, like you told me to.
It's not good.
Doesn't sound it. What do you need?
I came here to apologize. I feel like I got the wrong foot over here.
Well, yeah, You tend to get off on the wrong foot when someone tries to extort you.
Yes.
He's really sorry.
I do apologize for that. Kreg. Shh.
Oh, okay. He does the shh motion.
But yes, I am truly sorry about that. And in good faith, I presented him the rapier I have.
That's nicely made. The filigree is impressive.
Yeah, found it while he's on a ghost ship trying to get the kids.
This looks like elvish work to me.
Well, I figured as much. I'm not sure of the old owners of that boat, but...
It was a pirate ship. Who knows where they got this from? Looks like it was wood elves, considering the ivy leaves.
Ooh, keep that in mind. But yes, I initially intended to probably try to sell this. Friend Piper did want the rapier, but I felt that maybe selling it would benefit the party more. But I am here to make amends, so will this clear any bad blood between us?
Aye, I think this will clear the bad blood. He takes it and puts it underneath the counter there.
Now, I'm just gonna put this out there now. Piper might try to run in here and buy that back from you.
Alright.
That is a fair warning. She also might strangle me. I'm not sure about that one.
Then this definitely clears any bad blood.
I hope so. Aside from that,
Between us, at the very least.
well, it's one out of the two, I guess. Now, that said and done, I'm also here to procure more arrows for me and Piper as well. And
Alright.
And I need armor from my friend.
You're a friend.
What friend needs armor?
He points to the animal on his shoulder.
To the lemur? Sebastian the lemur?
Yep.
Gil looks at him, looks at you, looks at him. I think that would require a special order. Might take a little while. That's definitely not something I've ever done.
I also don't think we have the money to pay for that.
Just curious. I want him to be safe. I start petting him.
The thing is just staring at Gil, just the eyes, unblinking, and then pulls out a piece of fruit and starts eating it. You have a habit of picking up unnerving strays.
Yes to both Kreg and the lemur.
Yep, that's what I was referring to. Anyway, what kind of supplies are you looking for? Besides the arrows, anything else?
No, just the arrows will do.
I could use more hand axes.
I got those. That's not a problem.
If I could just get 2 quivers, that's...
Alright, so that'd be 2 gold for the quivers.
Okay.
And for the hand axes, they're 5 gold pieces each.
I will take 3.
And you hand him 15 gold?
Yep.
Alrighty. So he takes down 3 hand axes, hands them to you, takes your gold, hands you 2 quivers, takes your gold. You hear a lockbox unlock, coins fall in, and then a lockbox lock again.
Alright, Gil, pleasure to visit you, as always.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
If you don't see me, or if you do see me again, yeah. That rapier serves you nicely.
Best of luck with Miss Piper. There's just a grin on his face, by the way.
I know, I'm gonna need it. I really hope these arrows come in handy.
Alright, so where do you guys meet up again? Like the tavern?
I'm assuming back
Probably.
at the tavern. I'm going to the tavern.
Yeah.
I can't be seen carrying 3 quivers on me. I still have 12 hours in one, so I'm just like, I gotta get back to the inn.
Alright, so you guys meet up at the Diamond Shell Inn. Tilly is nowhere to be seen, but Jeff is taking care of the floor, pouring drinks for a couple of people who came in there as you step inside.
Do I see Piper and Scratch?
Eventually you guys all meet up.
Hey, how did it go at the Tempered Hoof?
Oh yeah. It's perfectly fine, man.
It was great. I told a story about
was
like
good.
Food poisoning, and he learned a lot. He said, and it was a great time. And then I got some hand axes. He pulls out the hand axes and starts like, you know what? These are really good for juggling sometimes because I could juggle really well, and it's really awesome and amazing and like, really cool. And I start juggling.
How do I? Shut up.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh no. I was actually trying to stop that, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know how to stop this. You just kept going. I didn't know how to stop that.
Oh, fuck. It's not a nat 1, but it's a 7 in total.
So who does he kill?
Can I try to catch it?
What was the first? You said it was not a natural one?
It was a 3.
Okay, so it was not a natural one. So you don't kill anybody, no.
No.
And he starts juggling these things, and from the get-go, you know he doesn't got this. And so he catches one, he sees one going wide, he flings one with a lot of strength so he has time to grab the other one. He goes to grab it. Piper, if you'd like to try to make a dex check to grab one out of the air, because he has one in his hand, one flying out, and one he doesn't look like he's going to get.
I would like to do that. That is a non-natural 20, actually.
Alright, so you manage to grab it, and with your performance skills, you're able to, like, flip it around and do some, like, move that would be some kind of gymnast move, and catch the one. Kreg falls to the ground with the other in his hand, and the third in the ceiling. And all you hear is a muffled voice. What the hell? No. No! And you just see Jeff at the bar. She was napping. She was sleeping. Things were going to go well. And she comes down the stairs. Tilly, in a nightgown, comes down the stairs, looking directly at Kreg. Boy, is there a blade sticking out between the floorboards?
I'm gonna need a moment.
I
need more rehearsal.
Oh, you're gonna get something.
Jelltur is just silent. Just actual silence, slowly backing away.
Kreg,
Scratch is just watching from the sidelines.
Yeah?
you brought this on yourself. You know you should practice this sort of thing outside until you are proficient.
That's true. Hey, Brian, can I climb up and try to get the blade? I know it's on the ceiling, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna try.
You climb up onto the table to try and get to the blade.
Oh, she gonna murder him?
I'm not sure how high the ceiling is. Like, I'll climb up the wall if I need to.
It's like 10 feet. It's the middle of the room. So you have to climb up on the table and you're like reaching for it.
Oh, can I start stacking chairs?
As soon as you do, Tilly's just like, oh, no you don't. No you fucking don't. And she walks over there and she grabs you by the loincloth. The front of the loincloth. And she pulls you off the table. How many blades you got on you?
1, 2, 3.
As you're counting, she is like starting to shake more visibly. She has not let go of the loincloth, by the way.
How many blades do you have on you?
Well, you bought 3. 1 is in the ceiling, 1 you caught, 1 I caught. So, of the 3 you bought, you have 1, plus whatever you have
And the battle
otherwise.
axe on his back.
So you have a hand axe, a battle axe, 2 javelins.
Drop all your weapons.
Why?
Do as she says,
Her eye starts
Kreg.
twitching.
Okay, I drop my weapons. Well, I drop the hand axes.
Battle axe 2.
Not Sheila!
She tightens her grip. You feel the loincloth getting tighter.
I'll drop Sheila.
Jeff, if you'd be so kind, please collect Kreg's weapons and put them in the safe. What about the one? I'll get to the one in the ceiling! Jeff will come around and collect all the weapons, and he goes into a back room you haven't been in, and he comes back. Alright, they're mostly in the safe. I mean, the battle axe doesn't exactly fit, and she just kind of turns and looks at him. Alright. And he goes back to what he was doing. Now you're going to come with me. And she begins, like, dragging you by the loincloth. And she leads you around the bar, opens up the trapdoor where the rats were originally. There's no rats down there anymore. You guys took care of that. And she's like, in there, you're in timeout. Go down the hole. I'll tell you when you're allowed out.
I don't wanna.
I don't care. I don't want a hole in my ceiling. I don't want to have to fix a door.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just, go down.
Alright.
Be like, do you want
She
me
just
to organize down
slam!
here?
Just slams the door in your face as soon as you're clear.
I honestly thought you would, like, kick me down there.
No, she wasn't going to try to kick you. She wasn't going to be violent. She just took your weapons away so you couldn't break anything. And made you go to timeout.
I'm bored.
She just walks away.
Well, that happened.
Jelltur, you get upstairs and your door is leaning against the wall.
I gotta pee.
What?
Then you just see
Why?
Tilly storming past, going to her room.
What the fuck am I supposed to do about this?
You're supposed to wait till Jeff is done. And she just goes into her room and closes the door very hard. Doesn't quite slam the door, but you can tell she slammed that harder than she intended originally.
Huh. What time of day is it?
It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. And all your stuff is there. Your box and the box from the ship is still there.
I go into my room and I guess I grab my 2 boxes,
Alrighty.
put them in my bag, and I guess I leave the room to wait for the door to get fixed.
Alright.
I come back downstairs.
Yeah, what's going on downstairs? Besides, you barely hear Kreg yelling from the basement.
So, I suppose the question is, do we leave today or do we leave tomorrow?
Tomorrow sounds nice.
Tomorrow sounds nice?
Tomorrow morning sounds nice.
Okay.
I think that's when would be the best time for us to get back, Craig's weapons. Because
That give Tilly a night to calm
Yeah.
down.
yeah, she kind of went into her room, closed the door really really hard. I feel like Kreg is gonna get us in a lot of trouble.
I mean, he already has.
I mean, further down the line,
Probably.
you should really get him that leash.
Thank you, by the way, for getting the quiver for me. I picked it up and put it with mine.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you have any trouble with him?
No, everything went fine. I mean, Kreg talked for like 15 minutes after we got there immediately, but Kreg.
Yeah.
How did he end up with me again?
I don't know. I mean, we were basically like, okay, you go there, we're going to go talk to Philia. And then we were...
Yeah, how did Philly go?
Oh, it went really well. We actually got I will take out the box, the really pretty box, show you the potion in the little pouch.
What's in the pouch, by the way?
Well, you
Can we take
open
a
it up?
look?
Yeah. I would like you to make a religion check, please.
Sure.
Anybody looking at it, scratch, you have disadvantage.
No.
17.
That's a 4.
I have an 18.
Alright, so you all see
I didn't fix that.
as Piper pulls out the little pouch and opens it up, there are several small glass vials, like very small, that have herbs of some kind in them. And Piper takes out a tiny little book, small leathered bound book, and pressed into the cover is the image of a stinging insect perched on a flower. Either a bee or a wasp, something, it's hard to tell. For the 18 and the 17, you guys know that this is the holy symbol of Hygrim, the god of medicine, flowers, and herbs.
That's interesting.
Flip through the book to try to identify the herbs in the vial.
You see drawings, but the language it's being written in, what do you speak?
Not much. Common and infernal.
You do not understand the language that's written in.
I show Jelltur.
I want to speak common halfling, but does it look like it's in a script we might know of?
You don't recognize it, so you can't really pinpoint it.
Yeah, I mean like the script, like it's like You can't tell the script either.
Let's see what its script would fall under. No, you do not recognize the script.
Alright. I was like, I got nothing. That's foreign.
Nah, I don't know.
Hello? Alright, I guess I'll occupy myself down here.
I just send a message to Kreg and say, don't break anything.
Okay. Where are you?
Jeff just looks at you guys. Do you need anything to eat or drink?
Yes. Yes, actually. Yes, please.
Since he skipped breakfast.
He'll bring over, like, part of a meat pie, drop it off,
Thank you.
put some tankards in front of you, and puts, like, one of those tiny little kegs. Just pour it yourself. I gotta finish that door.
Oh, I'll
Do you
come up
need
and
any help?
I was gonna say I'll come up and help with the door when I'm finished.
Appreciate it. But you should eat something. And he starts going upstairs. And he says very quietly, also, I have to work a certain way so Tilly doesn't wake up.
I'm pretty stealthy.
Have you ever tried to quietly use a hammer, Jelltur?
No, but we can try.
Tink, tink, tink. What the hell's all that racket?
So yeah, I eat my food.
Alright, so you guys are eating your food and enjoying.
I'll actually wander up to the room at some point this afternoon, and I'm going to spend an hour and try my new spell.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Piper goes upstairs for about an hour. Anyone doing anything within that hour?
You know what? I'm gonna try to open the lockbox, Agatha's lockbox. Yeah, I should actually open that.
So that will be a dexterity check with the lockpicks.
So 25.
25. So Jelltur, you are pick and lock. You hear a click and the sound of bagpipes coming from the basement.
I look at the box like, what? What? No, I'm like, why would she have this?
No, the bagpipes are coming from the basement.
Yeah, but I opened it and it started bagpipes in the basement. So I'm like,
Why would she have this? Who would make this for her?
what?
A monster.
Is there something in the? I look at Scratch. Is there something in the basement?
Yes.
What?
Kreg.
She's doing in the basement and not outside? Isn't there stuff in the basement?
Last time he was thrown outside, he broke her stump.
Yeah, but isn't there also stuff in the basement?
Eh.
I'm gonna have to. You might need a Kreg damage party for that. Huh.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get a lot more money. I opened the box.
Inside the box, you see several small diamonds, each worth about 100 gold pieces.
Total? Like together?
Oh no, each one is worth 100 gold pieces.
I was finding funny that I said we're gonna need a lot more money. Opens box. Huh.
There is a small pouch, and there is a gold ring.
So I close the box and I look back at Scratch like, we might have found our money. We might have solved our money problems.
Do you
Right.
look at anything else in the box, or are you just going to take the surface layer?
Oh no, I gotta close it and tell Scratch, and now I gotta look through the box because
Right. Alright, so you open it up, and there is, in the pouch, 5 platinum pieces, 3 small diamonds worth 100 gold pieces each, and then there is a golden ring. It's sized to fit a creature larger than a halfling, probably a humanoid, medium-sized humanoid, and it does have Elvish script on the top of it. It looks like a signet ring. That's all that's in the box.
I gotta take a close look at this ring.
Alright. You don't speak Elvish, so you don't know what... It's a single letter, but you don't know which letter it is, because you don't...
Yeah, Jeff is a half human.
Human
He
who
also
can't
does
read.
not read.
Scratch, I'm going to the curio shop.
Now?
Yeah, it's like, what, 2 in the afternoon?
Alright. Let's go.
I separate the ring from the box, close the box, lock it back. If I can. Can I lock it back?
It's a dex check again.
Fuck yeah, I'll just tie
Now,
some
is
rope.
it-
I'll just tie some rope around it.
It will close, it just won't lock.
I'll tie some rope around it anyways.
So the two of you pack up and start heading towards...
I tell Jeff where we're going.
Alright. He looks at the basement, looks at you, looks at the basement, and goes, alright, and shrugs, and goes back to what he was doing.
I feel so bad for Jeff, man. I feel so bad for Jeff.
We have done nothing but cause problems for him,
You say we.
haven't we?
You guys show up, his parents die, you leave him in this inn, now he's working for this crazed halfling.
To be fair, the halfling wasn't crazed until Kreg showed up.
True. But he doesn't know her without Kreg.
That's true. That's really unfortunate.
Okay, so the two of you head off to the curio shop. And you go inside. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, back again so soon.
Yes, I happened to have stumbled across a ring with Elvish script, and I was wondering if you can read Elvish.
I can certainly try. It is Elvish script. It seems to, I guess, translate to the letter A.
Okay.
It's fairly simple but elegant work. Probably worth, I'd say, 150 gold pieces.
That's a pretty penny.
Yes. She puts it on the counter.
You want to buy for 100?
I actually, I don't want to buy it. She has like this look of confusion on her face. There's something about it that's off-putting to me. I do not know what it is.
I keep that in. I actually keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I take the ring back. Interesting. Okay.
Yes, there's nothing magical about it. I would be able to tell that, but it just gives me a sense of unease.
I might have an idea why, but it's just an idea, so I gotta confirm that at a later date.
Okay.
Good. Oh, thanks for the help.
You're quite welcome.
I put 2 gold on the counter for the help because, she's been helpful.
Such a generous young man you are. She takes the gold.
Yeah, Gil's a nice guy.
He is very much so, she says with a very broad smile. He is also a very generous man.
Was that good, huh? Look at that, was that good, huh?
She's just smiling. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking around the shop. Oh yeah, actually, ask if she has any more of those thick candles.
I do have a few, yes. She takes out a couple more, puts them on the table.
How many does she have?
A couple more.
So 2.
Yes.
Just make sure.
Yep, 2 more candles.
How much did they run for?
I believe I said they were 5 copper last time, and you were just...
I throw another gold on the table.
a very generous man. And she takes the gold.
Fucking copper, Brian. Copper. Why?
Because they're candles!
Oh my god, I get that, but fuck off. Alright, well, I look at Scratch.
How many candles do you have total?
I have 3 thick candles now, and I have another candle that's complete and another candle that's at 50 minutes, so...
He's keeping track of his amount of candles in time.
Would you happen to have, like, a disguise kit? Perchance?
I have, the means of, like, the items required for one. I can put them together into a kit.
No, that'll work.
Disguise kit is 25 gold pieces.
Alright, I hand it over.
Alrighty. You hand it over and you have a disguise kit. So you head back to the inn?
Head back with the cat.
Alrighty. You head back to the inn, and at that time you come in. Piper is sitting at a table with a drink, some food, and a new addition.
Yes. You see a rather large Maine Coon type cat, kind of gray and white fur with black markings, just sitting on her lap. Oh, hi.
I look at Scratch. Cousin of yours?
No.
Are you sure? Distant relative? A distant relative?
I mean, you guys could come over and meet him.
Oh yeah. What's the little guy's name?
His name is Tutti. Tutti, if you were curious.
And where did Tutti pop in from? Like, I don't think he's from the wilds. Like, the other cat man here.
No, and she kind of shifts her hands and just cups his adorable little face. He's my familiar.
If you want a cat familiar, why don't you just make Scratch your familiar?
That's not how this works. Also, Jelltur, want to see something really kind of cool?
Sure.
She snaps her fingers and he just vanishes.
Ah, magical.
She snaps her fingers again and he appears on Jelltur's shoulder.
I mean, he's fluffier than the other cat guy.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, I like him already. His name is also not Scratch. It's crazy.
I pick him up and I just kind of go back to holding him.
Scratch, I'm sorry. It's I now see, you're a bipedal cat named Scratch, and then we have a normal cat named Tutti, and I'm just man.
A normal cat?
I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not a normal cat. My fault.
I'm a catson.
and,
Yes, catson.
and Tutti isn't exactly a normal cat. Normal cats don't just poof in and poof out
I mean, depends on what kind of cat. To be honest with you.
I mean, this does add a whole other element to my act, I suppose.
I'm happy for you. You got yourself a familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That just sounds like cheating to me.
I mean, a little bit. Though you can argue I was cheating before with not actually having much magic. Now I can actually do some.
Wait, how does that work? You're a bard, aren't you?
Yes.
And you just didn't have magic?
It's... Other than, thaumaturgy, I could not... Magic, no.
So what changed over the course of then?
I don't actually.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess adventuring I got stronger and was more able to. I don't know. Maybe their way of teaching me magic wasn't how I needed to learn.
It makes sense to me. I'm not a big magic caster. No exists. The only magic that is useful to me is Mage Hand. But
All the while she's just petting her cat.
hey, happy for you. Also, how's Jeff doing with the door up there?
I don't know. Hey Tutti, do you want to go take a look for me? Want to go see how it's going?
Cat just kind of looks at you, jumps down, and wanders up the stairs.
And I go into his vision.
Goes up, and just is staring at Jeff as Jeff is finishing hanging the door. Jeff is working on it. He looks down at the cat. What? Why? Why? First a lemur, now... Oh, God.
I tell Tutti to just go be friends. Go be nice.
He starts rubbing up against his legs. Why? Why? Why?
Do we hear this downstairs now?
No, he's saying it very quietly, but I want to be heard for the mic. He's just
Gotcha.
He's leaning against the wall with his head back, and slides down and starts petting the cat. I just want a normal day. Is that too much to ask? Just a normal day.
Don't count on it.
I mean, we're leaving tomorrow, so who knows?
And I tell Jelltur and Scratch, he's just about done. I told Tutti to go and be friends.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I can't actually hear you. So.
I should probably let you
She can't hear you.
hear me.
Yes. She is currently inside the cat. So her eyes and ears are the cat.
Oh. Piper?
I come out of Tootie's eyes.
What was happening there? Wait, how did you know what the cat was doing? Did the cat... What can that cat do?
He's my familiar. I can see and hear through him.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
What about...
That's a neat trick.
Do you still hear and see over here, or...
No. Unfortunately, no. So, like, I guess if I do this again somewhere else, I'll need to hold on to somebody.
I should learn some magic. That could be useful.
As you guys hear the pounding in the basement get louder to accompany the bagpipes.
I also learned silence, just for Kreg.
Yeah? So what time is it, roughly?
It's probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So I still have time before I can go have a drink and get details from Philia.
Yeah. I mean, we can time skip a little bit if you guys want.
Well, yeah, but I basically relate to Piper that came across like a good amount of money just now. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't need to sell that rapier. That's great.
Yeah, you're right. I don't need to sell a rapier. In fact, I didn't sell it.
Huh?
I stand up, I start walking to the door, and I'm like, I gave it to the blacksmith so he'd forgive me, and I start running. He's like, you what?
I chase him.
I kind of want to see this, so I follow him.
The best thing is Scratch is actually faster than Jelltur. So he's just kind of jogging along.
I'm just, watching this.
No, the best thing is, like, Scratch is moving just fast enough to keep up with it, but not fast enough to intervene.
So how fast is your speed, Jelltur? How fast are you?
25 feet.
I have 30.
He can also bonus action dash.
Oh yeah, I'll use all of my bonus actions.
You can move 60 feet around. He can move 75 feet around.
Dang it. I am still going to chase him.
You know what? I run to the blacksmith and run into the door and close it behind me.
Okay, remember, you don't have access to the door. You have to, like, dive over the counter.
I dive over the counter, fuck it. You want to roll acrobatics? I'll roll acrobatics.
Roll acrobatics, yep.
22 now. Plus 6.
Alright, so you vault over there, you slam it onto the ground, and you, like, push your back up against, and Gil's just looking at you. Hello?
I'm breathing heavily. I told Piper about the rapier.
She'll be here in a moment.
Yeah.
He takes out an arrow and just puts it on the table, the counter. Alright. And he just turns around and goes back to work.
I don't know if that's for me or for her.
So, I see Scratch, obviously, right?
Yeah, Scratch is like jogging alongside you.
Where did he go?
Oh, he went to the Pampered Hoof.
And I just swear under my breath in Infernal a little bit, like, wait until I get my hands on him.
I would like you to make a stealth check, Jelltur.
Oh, yay. 18 plus 8. So 26.
Piper, can you beat a 26 perception?
No.
Right. So, you get to the counter, and Gil is just sitting there working away, just whistling to himself.
Gil, have you seen Jelltur?
He walks over to the counter and goes, "Now, miss, it is not in me to sell someone out." And he has his hands on either side of the arrow that's sitting on the counter.
I'm looking at the arrow like wide eyes.
So, Piper, you look down and the arrow is pointing at the corner that Jelltur is hiding in. I would never sell anyone out like that. Never do such a thing.
You are a man of honor, and I respect that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to turn my back and go back to work.
I just kind of...
We are even now, right?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Now she definitely knows where you are.
I know. I was gonna die. I looked at the arrow. I was like, look at the arrow. I saw him put it. I was like, oh shit. In my head, oh shit. This man done fucked me over. That's crazy. So out loud, we are even now, right?
That depends if she catches you or not. Run, boy, run!
Can I vault over the thing again?
Acrobatics check.
And I would like to try to intercept him as he's vaulting.
Ooh, that was not that great. 12.
12, you stumble over the side, Piper. You have a chance to grab him.
Yes!
Athletics versus acrobatics.
No!
Tell me yours first.
3!
Okay, I beat
3.
you. I rolled a 2, but acrobatics is +6.
Oh.
So he's like stumbling, you grab him by the pant leg, and he just kind of like spins a little bit and then rips his pant leg out of your hand and just bolts again.
18 acrobatics to just trip him.
You just buzz around the side, swing your leg out, and that's going to be an acrobatics on Jelltur's side to keep his balance on this one.
Same, 18 +6, so
Alright, so you're able to jump over the leg. It just keep running.
And I'm after him.
And you just see Gil sitting there, like Scratch, you're the only one left. You just see Gil leaning on there, just a smile. He goes, "Oh, it's been a great few days."
actually the worst.
I'll let you know how this turns out. And I go back to Jelltur because I can.
Are you just like running and keeping up with him no matter how fast he runs? You're
Yeah.
just next to him.
Yeah. I'm just next to him the whole time, no matter how fast he runs. I'm like, hey, Jelltur.
Blacksmith sold me out, man. Blacksmith sold my ass out. Man threw me to the dogs.
He did no such thing.
You're right. The blacksmith's arrow threw me to the dogs.
I was literally sitting there going, how could he give him away without actually giving him away? If only I had an arrow or something that could point at him. Wait a minute.
You suck, Bryan.
Jelltur!
And with that, we go back to the end where Kreg is getting bored in the basement.
Good echo. All right.
I need to pick that in.
So what's down in in the basement area? I know there were rats and everything, but
There were rats. There are barrels, there are sacks, there are some crates, and there's the ladder. And that's really it. The crack in the wall that the rats were coming in and out of, you can probably fit through, but there's a good chance you might get stuck.
I'm gonna go try and fit through the crack. Actually, no. I'm gonna go exploring through everything in the basement right now, just because I'm curious.
Root, vegetables, and alcohol, pretty much.
I'm gonna probably do some alcohol.
I'm with the cool kids. We do the alcohol.
Yes.
we drink it, we snort it, and we shoot it. Don't do drugs, kids. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm good.
so Kreg is he just pops the top off this thing, pulls the cork out, and just starts drinking. Go ahead and make me a con save.
Alright. I'm actually good at.
Natural 1, passes clean out.
Oh no. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Alright, so that's a 11. I rolled a 5.
11. You're sitting there, you're looking at that crack. I can fit through that crack. I'm better than a rat. I got this shit.
Alright,
Here we go.
I'm sure you do.
and I go with a running start.
Oh my god.
Right through the wall, huh?
Roll me an athletics check, please.
This is how Kreg dies.
Tatilly.
That's a 26.
You're
It
right.
was nice knowing him.
You are gonna get stuck. You jump into that crack, and you smash clean through, and you're laying on the other side. I knew I could make it, and you sit up, and you're surrounded by rubble, and the crack is about twice as big as it was a second ago. And you turn around, and you see Jeff standing at the stump with the axe in his hand. Why? Why do you do this? He's sitting there chopping wood, and he's just like,
I fit!
no, you didn't. That was kind of the problem.
And I pass out.
So we're gonna time skip a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay. Why? Just why? Jelltur, why?
Paying extra for stuff didn't seem fun, and I thought something of good craftsmanship, like the rapier's handlebar and everything, would have, you know.
Well,
Hilt?
Yeah, hilt.
well, yes, but it was pretty.
Yes, and he liked it. He also liked the idea of you trying to murder me very much more. You could probably buy it off of him.
It's a lot of money. That's
That depends. He might sell it to you at a reduced rate after, you know.
By the way, where are you guys currently? Are you back at the inn for this?
yeah.
Okay.
Before I go out to meet Philia.
So Jeff is just kind of... he's cleaning up your plates after you had your food. It's getting dark out.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. And he just kind of walks away.
He's a very good kid.
Really
I will get that
surprising.
sword back, but not today.
We'll buy it back eventually.
Yeah.
Do we have enough?
Well, I guess at this point you've shown me what was in the box, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. We do have enough.
You can buy and sell that sword 3 times.
Yeah, technically, but after we do the job, then
We'll have more money.
then I can see actually.
I'll go half on buying it back.
Thank you.
Alright, so Piper, you feel it's about time you should go to Philia.
Yeah, I will see you guys later.
Take care.
Mm.
So you get up, you exit, and you see Tilly walking over. She's whistling to herself, and she's got a shovel over one shoulder.
Hey, Tilly, what's with the shovel? And you're in a better mood. That's good.
I'm in a much better mood. Yep. And, yeah, don't worry about the shovel. She just kind of leans it up against the side. I'm gonna go, wash the mud off. You heading out?
Yeah, I'm meeting a friend for a drink.
Enjoy.
Have a good night.
You too. She smiles and she goes into the tavern.
Holy shit, you buried him alive.
So you head off, your cat in tow, as you
Yes.
begin walking towards Philia's store.
Yeah.
You have a lovely girls' night conversation that would probably leave Scratch very uncomfortable and Jelltur red as a beet. Kreg would be utterly confused. That leaves Jelltur and Scratch in the inn.
Do I hear the bagpipes?
You do not.
Oh, good. He finally got tired of that shit.
I go look for Tilly.
Tilly she's just coming down the stairs. She just washed up. She's got on a new dress, clean dress.
Right, so I go to Tilly and it's like,
You look like you're in a good mood.
So I heard you threw Kreg into the basement, and we are going to be heading out tomorrow to go look for Bezit. Bezit?
Bezit.
Yeah, we're going to be going looking for Bezit tomorrow, so...
No worries, you can have him back tomorrow. That's no problem.
He's still down there, though. He's not playing the bagpipes anymore, so...
I'm sure he just wore himself out. She's like looking at you completely like deadpan with a smile on her face.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm also sorry about all the trouble he's been causing, like...
Oh, I think he'll learn his lesson after tonight.
Oh! I'll take your word for that.
That's probably for the best.
Can I roll insight on that one? Now, at that point, can I roll insight on that one?
You totally can.
I got that 20, so 21 insight.
21. Your insight is telling you that she's in a much better mood. You are terrified about what that could mean, and you probably don't want to pry any deeper into what she's doing. She's very unsettling right now.
Yeah.
The smiling is actually worse than when she was angry.
I see me using the potatoes a lot.
Oh yeah, we've gotten a lot of mileage out of them potatoes. Appreciate it.
No problem. I heard my room door was fixed, so I'm gonna go and relax in there for a little while.
That reminds me. Can I have the key back, please? She takes the key and gives you another one. Jeff had to replace the lock.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I bid Tilly farewell and go to my room.
Right, so you go up to your room, the key works, the door seems to be well hung. Jeff did a pretty good job. And you relax. Jelltur retires to his room, Scratch eventually retires to his. Piper has a lovely evening out with Philia, comes back, goes upstairs, goes to bed. You all wake up the next morning well rested.
Alright.
Ready to go on your adventure.
Yep.
So we all meet down for breakfast?
You all meet down for breakfast. Jeff serves you the plates.
I actually go up to Tilly and say, alright, Tilly, so we're gonna be heading out pretty soon. You know where Kreg is?
Oh, yeah, he's out selling.
No, like in the front?
No, he's out by the stump.
Is he alive?
Last time I saw him, he was.
I go out back to...
I head over to
Kreg.
look.
You guys go outside, and you see the hole. The crack where the rats were getting in is much larger than it was last time you saw it. And there's just a pile of rocks over by the stump. And Sebastian is sitting on it, eating a piece of fruit, and then drops the pit.
I'm guessing that's where he is.
It's a very small pile of rocks.
Yeah, but wherever he drops that pit is, I'm assuming where he's at.
You guys walk over, and as you walk around, you see that the rocks are piled very meticulously. And as you walk around, there's just a space where there's no rocks. And you just see a pair of gnomish eyes peeking out from the rocks.
I need to pee. No, I
That
don't.
sounds like a personal problem. And you solved it. Kreg, did we tell you not to stop breaking stuff?
This has been the Reliably Chaotic podcast. Champions of Solane is an original Dungeons & Dragons adventure written by Bryan Scharf using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set published by Wizards of the Coast. My name is Bryan Scharf, and I've been your DM. You can reach me at ReliableDM on Twitter.
This is Jair, also known as J.A., and I play the character of Jelltur Jactus.
This is Nicole Summers, and I play Piper.
This is Matthew Reed, and I play Scratch.
This is Andrew Brown, and I play Kreg.
Theme music by Adrian von Ziegler. All other music by Kevin MacLeod on the Incompetech website and Adrian von Ziegler. Detailed information on music used in this episode is provided in its description. Music for this episode was selected by Nicole Summers, and the episode was edited by Matthew Reed. Contact us on Twitter at Reliably Chaotic, email us at reliablychaotic@gmail.com, or join our Discord server by following the link in our description. If you like us and want to support our show, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/reliablychaotic, or by leaving a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you again in our next adventure.